A woman exposes the 5 flirting secrets that make men irresistible. I have spent thousands of hours, both in my own life and just seeing guys try to flirt. And I have seen everything. The super awkward fumbling, the lines that make you want to physically cringe, the guys who try so hard they literally trip over their own feet. It can be painful to watch, and even worse to be on the receiving end of. So many guys think flirting is some crazy test they have to pass, and honestly, most of them fail. Hard, but then you have the other guys, the ones who make it look absolutely effortless. They can walk into any room and in minutes create a real spark that makes a woman like me want to lean in and know everything about them. They're not always the richest or best looking guys in the room. In fact, a lot of the time they aren't, but they have this magnetism. For the longest time, I just thought they were born with it, but I was completely wrong. After seeing this same pattern play out hundreds and hundreds of times, I realized it's not luck, it's a pattern. A set of techniques they all use, insanely subtle, powerful signals that speak directly to a woman's subconscious. As a woman, I can see these patterns so clearly because I know how they make me feel. So today, I am literally pulling back the curtain. I'm going to share 5 flirting secrets these men use, the techniques that create insane attraction. And the first one starts before you even say a single word. Secret #1, the gaze that melts me. One of the biggest turnoffs for me and for so many women is how a guy uses his eyes. It kills the vibe instantly when a guy can't hold eye contact. Some men stare way too intensely, like a predator, which is just creepy and makes me want to put a wall up immediately. Others do the exact opposite. They'll glance over, and the second I see them, their eyes dart away like a scared animal. That just screams insecurity. Both of these approaches destroy any chance of attraction before it even begins. But the guy who gets it right knows eye contact isn't about staring, it's about connection. He uses what I call the confident glimpse. Here's how it works. He'll catch my eye across the room, but instead of looking away, he holds it for just a beat longer than normal, maybe 2 or 3 seconds. It's just long enough for me to know his look was 100% intentional. In that tiny moment, an entire silent conversation just happened. He's saying, "I see you." Not just, "I see a woman," but "I see you." Then he'll give a tiny, subtle smile or a small nod. It's not a big, cheesy grin, it's a quiet, confident acknowledgement. And then he'll calmly look away. He's not flustered that I saw him. He is in complete control. This creates a private little world between us. Boom, it's a spark. He's already planted a seed of curiosity in my mind. Who is that guy? That confident, brief connection is magnetic. It makes me feel seen, not targeted. When you're actually talking to someone, this becomes even more critical. The guy who doesn't get it will let his eyes wander everywhere, to his phone, the TV, other people. It tells me he's not present and not really interested. But the man who masters this does the opposite. He keeps a warm, steady gaze on me while I'm talking. His eyes are active and engaged. He's actually listening, and his focus tells me that what I'm saying is the most important thing to him in that moment. That is unbelievably attractive. It builds instant rapport and makes me feel like I'm the only person in the room. If you can master this gaze, you've already won the first level of real attraction. Secret #2, the voice that draws me in. After your eyes, the next thing a woman locks onto is your voice. And just like with eye contact, most guys have zero idea what signals their voice is sending. A nervous guy talks way too fast. His voice might go up in pitch, getting higher and thinner. Subconsciously, that just screams anxiety. The man who has this down uses his voice like an instrument. He speaks, slowly, deliberately. His pace is completely unhurried. Just by slowing down, he shows that he's confident and not afraid to take up space and time. It makes me lean in, hang on every single word, and it creates this massive sense of intrigue. When a man speaks slowly, it makes me feel like he's in control of himself, which helps me feel relaxed and safe with him. It's not just speed though, it's the tone. And yes, it's true that studies show men with deeper voices are seen as more attractive and masculine. Now, you can't change your vocal cords, but any man can learn to speak from his chest or diaphragm instead of his throat. Think about asking a question like, "So, what are you passionate about?" A nervous guy might rush it out, his voice pitched high. It feels like a job interview. But a man using his vocal power would ask it slowly, with a slightly lower tone, maybe leaning in a bit. The words are identical, but the feeling is completely different. The second version is intimate and intriguing. It invites a real answer. His voice creates a little bubble around us, making everything feel more personal. It puts me at ease and just pulls me in. Secret hash 3. The subtle touch that leaves me wanting more. Okay, this next one is where so many guys get scared, and I get why. Touch is an insanely powerful tool, but it's also the easiest one to mess up. Get it wrong, and you go from 0 to creepy in 1 second. Do not be that guy. The mistake men make is thinking touch has to be a huge gesture. They'll put a hand on the lower back way too soon, or let a touch linger for way too long, and it feels possessive and awkward. They haven't earned that yet. A man who understands flirting knows the best touch is light, quick, and almost feels like an accident. He uses what I call the plausible deniability touch. For example, while he's making a point, he might lightly tap my forearm to emphasize a word. It lasts for only 1 second. It's so quick and casual that it doesn't feel like a move, but it sends a little jolt through me. He's broken the touch barrier in a way that feels 100% safe. Another amazing example is what I call the protective guide. Say you're in a crowded bar. The average guy might just walk ahead and expect me to follow him. The man who gets this will gently put his hand on the small of my back to guide me through the people. Again, it has a practical purpose. But that feeling of his hand there, guiding and protecting, feels incredibly masculine and ridiculously attractive. The secret to all of this is context and calibration. These touches have to be used sparingly at first. He's testing the waters. He might touch my arm for a second, then pull back and read my reaction. Am I smiling? Am I leaning closer? Or did I pull away? If I look uncomfortable, he knows to back off immediately. That social intelligence and respect for my boundaries is, ironically, what makes me feel even more comfortable and attracted to him. It's not just the touch, it's the confidence and respect behind it. It leaves me wanting more. Wait! Before we get to the final 2 secrets, and you do not want to miss these because they're the most powerful ones, I want to ask you something. If you're finding this valuable and you want more real, no fluff advice, do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button. It's 100% free and it lets me know you want more videos just like this. And as a crazy bonus, I've put together a cheat sheet with 10 word-for-word phrases that are amazing for disarming women. Phrases that sound natural, not like cheesy pickup lines. If you want it, just drop a comment below with the word phrases, and I'll message it to you. Literally, a free cheat sheet. Now let's get to the secret that separates the men from the boys. Secret hash 4, the words that disarm me. This might be the most important secret of them all. So many guys think flirting means having a list of pre-rehearsed lines. They use scripted compliments that sound completely fake, and women can spot that from a mile away. Saying something like, "Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?" is an instant turnoff. If you say that, you have already lost. It's over. It's not about me. It's about you trying a line. The man who is a master of this uses words to disarm, not just to impress. His entire approach is built on 2 things: genuine observation and playful teasing. First, genuine observation. Instead of a generic compliment, he'll notice something specific. For example, instead of, "You have pretty eyes," which I've heard a million times, he might wait for a moment when I get excited talking about something and then say, "I love how your entire face just lights up when you talk about your travels. Do you see the difference?" The first one is a line. The second one is a real observation. It shows he's not just looking at me, he's actually listening and paying attention to who I am. It's a compliment that feels earned and unique to me, which makes it 100 times more powerful. The second part is playful teasing. Some people call this push-pull. Just complimenting a woman over and over and putting her on a pedestal is a massive turnoff. The master flirt balances compliments, pulling her in, with playful jabs, pushing her away a bit. This creates a fun, challenging dynamic that is so much more exciting. For example, after giving a real compliment, he might later gently tease me about my terrible taste in music or my super nerdy laugh. It's always done with a smile, so I know he's 100% joking. This has to be calibrated, of course, because it can backfire if the tone is wrong. But when it lands, it's magic. He might say something like, "Wow, you're incredibly passionate about that, and also a complete nerd. I actually think it's kind of cute." That combination of a compliment, passionate, cute, with a playful jab, nerd, is magnetic. It shows he isn't intimidated and isn't desperately trying to win me over. This banter is the soul of flirting. It's not a boring interview, it's a fun, engaging dance. Secret hash 5, the genuine confidence that wins me over. Okay, this last secret is the final boss. It is the foundation that everything else is built on. Without this, none of the other techniques will work. The ultimate flirting secret is genuine, unshakable confidence. And I need to be crystal clear about what that means. Confidence is not arrogance. It's not bragging about your money or your job. That's actually a huge sign of insecurity. It's someone trying way too hard to prove they're good enough. A truly confident man doesn't feel the need to prove anything. He has a quiet self-assurance. He knows his own value, so he isn't looking for my validation or anyone else's. Research and just common sense agree that confidence is an insanely attractive trait. It shows up in everything he does. His posture is relaxed and open. His movements are calm, not fidgety. He's not afraid to lead, suggesting a specific plan for a date instead of asking the vague, "So what do you want to do?" But here's the crazy part that most people miss. Real confidence includes being confident enough to be vulnerable. An arrogant man would never admit to being nervous. A genuinely confident man might say with a small smile, "I have to be honest. I was a little nervous about coming over to talk to you." That is so disarming. It's real, it's honest, and it shows he's so secure in himself that he isn't afraid to show a moment of humanity. It gives me permission to be real too. This confidence also means he is not afraid of rejection. He approaches me because he's interested, but his self-worth is not on the line. If I'm not interested, he can accept it with grace and move on without getting defensive. This outcome independence is the hallmark of a truly secure man. He wants to connect, but he doesn't need to. That is the ultimate cheat code. Ultimately, women are drawn to how a man makes us feel. All these techniques, the gaze, the voice, the touch, the words, they all work because they are expressions of this core, genuine confidence. They make me feel safe. They make me feel seen. They make me feel intrigued and excited. A man who masters these secrets isn't playing a game. He's just learned how to communicate his most confident self in a language women are literally wired to understand. So let's recap the 5 secrets lightning fast. First, the gaze that melts me. It's not staring, it's creating a brief, intentional, and confident connection. Second, the voice that draws me in. Speak slower and from a calmer, deeper place to project confidence and make her hang on every single word. Third, the subtle touch that leaves me wanting more. Use light, quick, appropriate touches to break the physical barrier without being creepy. Fourth, the words that disarm me. Ditch the cheesy lines. Use real observations and playful teasing to create a fun, compelling back and forth. And finally, number 5, the genuine confidence that wins me over. This is the whole foundation. Knowing your worth, leading with calm assurance, and being able to show a little vulnerability is what ultimately wins a woman over. These aren't magic tricks or a system that works on every single person. They are learnable skills. They are the difference between the man who makes a woman feel awkward and the one who makes her feel that insane spark of real attraction. The most irresistible thing you can be is yourself, but learning how to show your best, most confident side makes all the difference. So my question for you is, which of these secrets are you going to focus on first? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and comment phrases to get that free cheat sheet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.